Purchasing a Tesla is an exciting thing and a big step into the future of electric cars. If you just ordered, congratulations, and if you took delivery, also congratulations. You have a lot of fun ahead, but also a lot of adjustment if you're coming from a gasoline vehicle. Today we're going to talk about all of the essential steps to take if you just ordered or took delivery of a Tesla, so let's get into it, and a special thanks to BlockFi for sponsoring this video. Buying a Tesla is an exciting thing because it's a new type of car, and likely, if you're making the plunge, this will be your main vehicle. This comes with certain things that you should keep in mind as an owner, but it's not just the electric part of the car that's different than any other brand. Tesla treats every part of their business differently than most car companies do, making each step of the process easier but different than most are used to. So the first essential step with your new Tesla order is to time your order correctly. For this one, it's fairly simple, but some don't realize how Tesla's pricing is different. Ordering a Tesla does not involve a dealer. Instead, you configure your Tesla online, and right now you wait a long time before delivery. What's nice about this is that it locks in your price, so there are no dealer markups and there's no negotiation. Even when you go to a Tesla store and order there, they will simply guide you through the online order process. So there really is no way around this. Sometimes it's frustrating because you can't get a deal, but for many people, especially right now, it's nice to avoid any markups and know exactly what you're truly paying. When it comes time to take delivery, you'll be paying the price exactly as you ordered it. One thing to keep in mind is that you do, of course, have to pay additional taxes and registration fees, but you'll also have Tesla's required $1,200 destination and documentation fee as well. For timing, the advice right now, due to supply shortages across the whole industry, is to order as soon as you can. Tesla has been raising prices continuously throughout the year, in large part due to these shortages, which are driving prices up, the general increase of prices on everything, and a possible impending tax credit for the United States. For the Model Y, for example, I did a review about 8 months ago, and at that time, the car was $48,990 to start. Now it is exactly $10,000 more to start, and it could be increasing even more. We've been seeing nearly consistent weekly price increases from Tesla, so putting your order in as soon as you can is the best idea right now, as prices will only go up. Eventually they will come back down, but that does not appear to be happening anytime in the near future. I've been advising people to put their orders in for the past few months, and so far the prices have only gone up. Now, number 2 involves delivery timing. What you may notice is that delivery dates are so far out that you might not even take delivery of your car for 9 months or longer. In most cases, this is the worst case scenario though for the Model 3 and Y. For the Model S and X, unfortunately, those cars just relaunched a refreshed model, so it seems like those wait times may be accurate, but there is a way around it sometimes. This longer wait scenario for the Model 3 and Y is the scenario where you live in an area that doesn't end up with excess inventory often at all, and you truly are in Tesla's normal queue and can never get bumped up. For many customers, depending on their area, Tesla will be able to fulfill your order sooner if a customer cancels or a car becomes available near you sooner than expected. Many customers right now may be happy to wait, especially with the looming US EV incentive that could take up to $10,000 directly off of your Tesla purchase. So if you order a Model Y today with a June delivery date, you'll have time to see what happens there and potentially save a good chunk of money on your car. However, once that is solidified, or if you simply want to take delivery right away, Tesla's inventory page could be helpful for you. When you check their inventory page, you'll typically see a message telling you this. It says, quote, "Don't see the Tesla you're looking for? Build your custom Model 3, or whichever car you're looking at." I'd say over 95% of the time the page says this because Tesla has more demand than supply at this point. They don't have cars sitting in inventory, but they do pop up from time to time. I've purchased 3 Teslas at this point, and since I utilize them on this channel, it was very helpful to have them as soon as possible and not wait. I purchased all 3 of those cars via Tesla's inventory site, even snagging the Model Y in its first 2 weeks of release from the inventory site. The way I do this is by going to tesla-info.com and checking their version of Tesla's inventory site constantly. What's great about their site is that it shows you inventory for the whole US as opposed to simply near your zip code. Sometimes a car close by won't show up on Tesla's site for whatever reason, but they will show up here and you can see the exact city it's in, which is why I picked up my Model S in Carlsbad. This was about 2 hours away from me, but I was happy to do this to get my car months earlier than it would have been if I just took my normal delivery date. You have to act quickly because Tesla advisors are assigning these cars that pop up to customers for a sooner delivery, and other customers are trying to buy them as well. well, but if you time it right, you can snag an inventory Tesla and take delivery far in advance of your order. You just have to look out for your particular configuration or buy a slightly different one than you ordered if it's worth it to you. One last tip for inventory purchases is that Tesla typically includes the FSD package with them by default. This adds $10,000, and I almost never recommend that customers buy the car with that package, but as long as the car is new, you can remove this prior to delivery. You order the inventory car with full self-driving, then it adds to your account, and at that point you can remove full self-driving. I did exactly this with my Model S. You can't usually remove FSD on a used car though, so keep that in mind. If I were looking to buy right now, I'd personally put in the order, wait and see what happens with the US EV tax credit, and then try to get one in inventory at that point, so it's definitely a tough time to time your purchase. Moving on to the third essential step when buying a Tesla, figuring out your charging. Charging a Tesla isn't difficult at all, but it does require a plan. If you set yourself up well, you won't be waiting at a supercharger every day or panic slow charging at home. Including with any Tesla is their mobile adapter, which includes an adapter for a standard outlet. If you drive small amounts every day, this could be enough for you, providing about 2 to 4 miles of range per hour of charge. However, if you drive longer distances, like most people do on a given day with a car, that would only get you a maximum of 48 miles of range when charged for 12 hours. This won't be enough, which is why you'll want to install a faster outlet. Typically, people will install something like a NEMA 1430 or 1450 plug to charge at much faster rates. According to Tesla's website, a Model 3 can charge up to 22 miles per hour with a 1430 plug or 30 miles per hour on a 1450. If your panel is set up for this, it's pretty easy to install and that's not too expensive, and it will be well worth it. For me, in my new home, I actually use a device from SplitVolt that's incredibly handy. This will take a dryer outlet and split it so you can charge your EV from that outlet while keeping your dryer plugged in. Then it safely switches between the two, making it very easy to keep both things plugged in and not need to install a new outlet. These are the cheapest options and should work for most people, allowing you to charge up your car overnight with no concerns. You get home, plug in, schedule charging for your off-peak electricity hours, and wake up the next morning with a full charge. If you want the best possible experience though, Tesla sells their wall connector for the fastest home charging available, up to 44 miles per hour on the Model 3. The next essential step when buying a Tesla involves realistic expectations, and we'll get there in just a second. Before we go any further, I'd like to thank today's sponsor, BlockFi. BlockFi is a new type of financial services company building a bridge between cryptocurrencies and traditional finance and wealth management products. They offer a number of products, including BlockFi interest accounts to earn interest on your cryptocurrencies, crypto-backed loans, trading, and payments as well. One of their most popular offerings is their BlockFi interest account, which pays 9.5% APY on stablecoin, 4.5% APY on Bitcoin, and 5% APY for Ethereum, with interest accruing daily and compounding monthly. BlockFi's newest product is their Bitcoin Rewards credit card. It's the world's first Bitcoin Rewards credit card, offering you the easiest way to earn Bitcoin. There's no annual fee, you get 1.5% back in Bitcoin on every purchase, and it comes with well-established Visa signature benefits. Sign up with BlockFi, and for a limited time, you can earn a crypto bonus of up to $250 when you open a new account. Click the link in the description below to get started. For number 4, let's talk about realistic expectations. On Tesla's website, when you look at a Model Y, they quote 330 miles of range. This is an EPA estimated range charged to 100%, and it differs greatly from a real-world range. There are 2 reasons why you shouldn't expect to get 330 miles of range on your Model Y. For one, Tesla tells you to only charge to 100% battery on rare occasions. These are occasions where you truly need to utilize the full battery, like longer road trips. You don't want to charge to 100% because it will degrade the battery faster over time, reducing its longevity, so Tesla advises to charge up to 80 or 90% by default. You also don't want to run all the way down to 0, especially not all the time. This means that for daily driving, even if that 330 miles was realistic, to preserve your battery you'd want to charge to 90% max, getting about 297 miles of an EPA range. Then on top of that, the EPA range is calculated in ideal scenarios for the car, driving optimal slower speeds that utilize less battery, and not using tons of AC or heating. In the real world, you're going to be driving faster and using climate controls more, which amongst other things use more battery. I've had my Model Y for 20 months now, and after all of that time, my 100% estimate for my battery shows about 282 miles of range, so my personal usable 90% is realistically just above 250 miles. This is the true range that I could drive my Model Y with no concern of running out each day, and it's far less than Tesla's quoted 330 miles of range. So when you're shopping, just remember this. Don't count on driving 165 miles out and back each day on your Model Y without charging. You will have to stop and charge if that's what you're planning for, but luckily this is usually quick and easy with Tesla's supercharger network. For number 5, let's go back to the ordering process real quick. Typically, customers will be upgrading from another vehicle, so trading in is part of that process. Since Tesla is so backed up with cars, they actually don't give trade-in quotes online anymore until your vehicle is getting close to being delivered. On their trade-in site, it says, quote, current delivery lead time for custom orders exceeds the validity period of our pre-order trade-in offers. You will be able to request an estimate once your order is placed and is approaching delivery. For quicker delivery, purchase an inventory vehicle. That already doesn't quite give you a trade-in idea, but Tesla is known to give trade-in quotes lower than others. Even when trading in at Tesla, many people have said they get far better rates from other well-known companies, so it's going to be a great idea to shop around with your trade-in. While trading in through Tesla simplifies the process, it may save you quite a bit of money to take the time and sell your vehicle elsewhere before buying your Tesla. Just be sure you have your delivery date and VIN locked in before you're trading in, since timelines change so much with Teslas. The 6th essential step when buying a Tesla is something most people don't expect: extending Wi-Fi to your car's location. If you park in a home garage, you may be fine already, but if you live in a large house or park out of Wi-Fi range, you'll want to get some sort of Wi-Fi extender to reach your car. This is because Teslas get frequent software updates that improve features, bring out new features entirely, and fix bugs. While Teslas do connect over LTE by default, they do not typically download a full update this way, and their website says, quote, our cars regularly receive over-the-air software updates that add new features and enhance existing ones over Wi-Fi. So in order to receive these regular updates, you'll want your car connected to Wi-Fi in your normal parked location. Setting this up in advance will ensure that anytime there is an update, you will get a notification on your phone to install the update, and it will install very quickly. Number 7 is something that hopefully won't be present forever, but is still required when buying a Tesla: a detailed inspection. When it's time to take delivery of your Tesla, it's very exciting, and it's easy to get overwhelmed and not look at the car in detail. From a distance, it may look like a beautiful Tesla. You get in, it seems fine, you drive off, and then you realize it came with some issues. Tesla still delivers cars with issues, and it's my biggest criticism of them as a company. For example, I just recently purchased Tesla's flagship Plaid Model S, and I had a list of things that needed fixing after delivery, including a dented front bumper. It came that way from Tesla. Not every car from Tesla comes in poor condition, but there are usually some things that aren't perfect that you'll want to note at delivery and get fixed. Don't just get in and drive away as much as you may want to do so. You'll want to go over the car in depth, looking for any issues. Some issues to look out for in particular include paint imperfections, panel misalignments, latch issues on the trunk or frunk, door handle alignments, liftgate operation, door alignments themselves, and overall interior upholstery. I've had pretty much all of these issues spread out across my cars, so you want to make sure that all of these things work properly before you leave the delivery center. If you're incredibly particular, you may see enough issues to cause you to reject delivery, or if you want to get these issues fixed instead, Tesla will note the issues for you for a service appointment. Finding a delivery checklist online is usually very helpful to be sure in depth that everything works properly on your car before you leave. This ensures that Tesla is aware and will fix issues for free, as they are their fault on a brand new car, not yours after driving it. It's an unfortunate part of the buying process and definitely makes delivery day less enjoyable, but it's important even as Tesla's quality control improves over time. Last up is number 8, and that's accessories. Teslas are very functional, but there are many areas that can be improved and improved to your liking when you actually start using the car. Tesla sells accessories on their website and app, but for me, I actually prefer to buy third-party accessories for things like screen protectors, all-weather floor mats, console organizers, solid-state drives, and more. The main focus of these companies is making the best accessories, so they typically have the best quality and function. A screen protector is essential since the 15-inch center screen controls everything you do and is expensive to replace if it were to get damaged. Floor mats protect the carpets and are far easier to clean, and the rest I recommend really just optimize your overall experience utilizing the car. I have a full video detailing all the accessories you'll want to consider when buying a Model 3 and Y, and that's linked above or in the description below. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, everything about buying a Tesla is different than buying a typical car, but overall you should find it to be better. There's no price haggling, it's quick and easy to order, and taking delivery is an easy process. Then once you get the car and do that detailed inspection, if you follow the steps in this video, you should find your experience to be very easy and optimized. As a quick review, remember that Tesla's online pricing locks in the price, and their prices have been rising a lot lately. The EV tax credit is imminent, and then if you want to take delivery faster, you can continuously check inventory to potentially snag the car you want. You'll want to set up charging in advance to not worry about that. Tesla's trade-in offers typically aren't the best, so shop around, make sure a Wi-Fi signal can reach your car, do a detailed inspection when you take delivery, and get the right accessories to protect and optimize your vehicle experience. Again, if you're buying a Tesla, congratulations, and I hope this video was helpful for you. I bring out regular videos about Tesla, so make sure you're subscribed to check those out. The accessories video I mentioned is linked up here or in the description below, and in the meantime, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.